Okay.
All right, it is January 30th, 5:06 p.m. and I hereby call our Veale Township meeting call to order. And present, we have all of our board members except for we have one person on distance remote. It's Sue Killian, so she's via phone, so she's in part of the meeting as well. So if we can, we're welcome to everyone. And so we want to review our old business. And if we can, we want to look at the minutes of January 5th meeting, 2026. We need approval for those minutes.
I'll make an approval to accept the minutes of January the 5th, 2026.
Okay, Sue moved.
I'll second it.
All right, we got a second with Rosie. All in favor say aye.
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 And motion carries.
So I need you guys to sign the minutes. And I'll bring that to you later.
Okay.
So next, Bill was kind enough to distribute W-2 forms to both me and Rosie, and so we have those in our hands here. And so that was from W-2 for 2025. And next item on the agenda, Indiana Township Association legislative update. Bill gave us a printout on that. So Bill?
So we were supposed to have a legislative update today with the ITA and they canceled it. So they sent the top email out, and it basically gives a status of the two bills that will be reorganizing township government in the event that either one would pass. So you have Senate Bill 270, which is what they're saying is township mergers. And so it is past the third reading and now it's coming out of the House, out of the Senate, and now has a House sponsor as well. So it sounds like, I'm not for sure exactly how the process goes, but I know it has to go through both sides, both chambers, in order to be elected or voted in to be a bill. So it sounds like it's moving forward. The other one, which is House Bill 1315, which is called Township Reorganization and Elimination. It says it's currently waiting for a second reading. So, by as late as it is in the month, I'm not for sure that it's going to pass the House and get sent to the Senate. So I'm assuming that's why they canceled the legislative updates today. I did include in this a sample letter that ITA recommended that we send to our legislators. I did give you some printouts on both of the bills, give you a little more information on it. And they would appreciate our board members as well as myself sending our legislators at least some correspondence on it. So, and I'll leave that up to you guys whether you choose to or not. I haven't done it yet, but I'm planning on doing it. The Senate Bill 270, which is the bill that ITA has been involved in, does have endorsements by the ITA. It's got endorsements by Indiana Farm Bureau and also the Indiana Volunteer Firemen Association. So it sounds like it's gaining traction.
Right.
So, any questions on that?
That's it.
And I did send at the end was the two legislators that cover our area. Eric Basler is the senator and Shane Lindauer is the representative. So, and it's got some contact information.
So next item is the township insurance renewal. Current policy to coverage ends on March 1st of 2026. Bill?
We did get this, and Bria said in as well. We had a telephone conference with Emily, which is from our agency, and she presented the summary of the premium, and it did jump up significantly. in asking her, inquiring why it did change so much since we haven't had any claims against this. She said that basically the company increased the minimum cost for public official errors and emissions, and also increased the minimum cost for automotive. So that's what was a major thing for the increase. We did see the general liability go up $104 from last year, but the public officials errors and omission went from $250 last year to $500. And there's nothing they can do about that because the insurance company basically said the minimum we're going to take for that is $500. And the same thing with the automotive. We got it for 86 last year, and it's the minimum's raised to 250. So those are the increases. I did ask her if she had gotten another quote or two. She said she had contacted 2 other insurance companies. And basically her assumption was that with everything that's going on about the future of township government, they opted not to quote it, so they no quoted those. And if you remember last year, we did take it out for bid, and Capstone, which is our current agent, got the quote from Astra, but they also got another quote, and it was almost $2,600. And we had 2 local insurance agencies quoted. One said no bid, and then Thompson gave us a bid of about $4,850 last year. So it's a little disturbing that it went up that much, but I still feel like with what we quoted out last year, that we know it's still a pretty good price.
Yeah.
So my recommendation would be that we accept the general liability and the public official errors and omissions. And we always have rejected the terrorism, but also this year reject the automotive.
Right.
And that would reduce the increase to only 30%
Okay.
instead of 60%.
I'm fine with that as well.
The agent didn't recommend that. I will tell you that. But that would be my recommendation.
And automotive, what would that expose us to if we dropped the automotive?
So she explains that every year, and so in the event that either one of you calls an accident to happen on the way here to this meeting, then this insurance would be coverage for that in the event that the township would get sued. So her explanation was that anytime that, because we said, well, how would they know you're on company, or how would you know if you're on township business? They said, well, it's a small community, and if you've got a sharp lawyer, then they're going to know you're a board member, and so they're just going to automatically try to sue the township as well. So that's the risk. If we're in an accident and we're the cause of that accident, and we're on township business, then the township could be sued and not have coverage. So she her dad, which runs the business, recommended it, and she's recommended it as well. So, but I think it's a very low risk.
Yeah.
I make the motion to accept the insurance quote as what was it be $750?
No, why don't
no.
we say the general liability and the public official errors and omissions coverage only?
Okay. I make the motion that we do that.
That was what you were wanting to quote, right? Or want to make a motion on?
Yes.
Okay, and I second that. And all in favor, say aye.
Veale,
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. And I was, motion carried.
Did you say aye, Mom?
She did. Yeah.
I said,
Okay,
I
thanks.
accepted.
Now, the next, of course, we need signatures on that or anything.
Pardon me?
Will we need any signatures on that?
No, I just go forward with that.
Okay.
Video recording, update on the January 5th meeting.
Essentially, I wanted to let you know that it is, the video recording of the meeting is posted on our website. There's videotaping this meeting as well, and it will go on the website, and then the Board of Finance meeting will be also taping it and putting it on the website as well, so.
Okay. So next we'll move on to new business, the new CD investments, January 2026.
So we had two CDs that matured on the 5th, and we have a 10-day grace period on renewing those. And so those were renewed on the 7th, and you've got copies of the new CDs for that. One's for $40,000 and the other one's for $50,000. So those were renewed with Crane Credit Union based upon the highest, offering the highest rate that you saw last meeting. And then we had two CDs that matured on the 20th, and one was for 11,000 and one was for 15,000, and those were renewed on the 20th. And then on all the cases, the earnings were given to me in a check, and those checks were deposited at Old National Bank in our checking account.
What did you say the new rate was gonna be when you renewed it?
4.04 APY,
Okay,
which is the highest except for Liberty. Liberty's 4.05 for the same time frame, which was 7 months.
okay. Still not bad.
Yeah, I agree. So next we're gonna look at, we need to look at this, as far as the annual financial report, as far as board review and approval.
That's correct.
And we got a deadline of, March 1st.
That's correct. So you've gotten copies of the full report. It's, in my mind, it's all complete and correct. When I went and did run the test on it, that was supplied in Gateway, it said there was no issues. So it does show what our financial status is. Shows our investment status. And it also has a report at the end that was on our township assistance for the year. So this year I did include calls that I received that when I screened them, they were for other townships. Because one of the criteria that is in the evaluation of townships is the number of township assistant calls you have. And so I didn't take an application on those 8 because of asking what their address was and confirming that they were not within Veale Township. But I did have the calls. And in one case, I probably spent 2 or 3 hours on a call with them because they kept calling me, and then they would text me back, and then I'd respond to them, and then they'd text me back. So it was a pretty extensive discussion, mostly on text.
That was when we were in Orlando too, right?
It was, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I did include those, and I basically put down that those were disallowed. And so I didn't take an application for those, but they were legitimate calls, just not for our township. So
Okay.
So any questions about when you reviewed the report?
I don't have any questions.
So. And if I can, I'd move to accept as the annual financial report as proposed.
And I second it.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Motion carried.
So I have the certificate that the board members need to sign, and the chairman needs to sign both as a chairman and as a board member. So you sign it up there as the chairman and you sign down here.
Okay.
So did you put a water?
I'm all right.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, I got it.
Mhm.
Yes.
So what happens after this is signed and approved, or approved and assigned, then you can approve it on Gateway. But once you do that, then you've got 5 days that you have to take a copy of the report with all your checks from last year and present them to the Davis County auditor. And then you have to take it in to get it published within, I think it's 30 days. So it'll be published in the paper and we have to pay for that. Okay,
All right. So,
thank you everyone for that.
sure.
Thank you.
So next we have internal controls audit. We have the assignments of December 2025. Rosie just turned hers in today. And then the January 2026, we're gonna sign that to Sue. I have, they're signing me, Clinton Young, February 2026 internal controls audit, and then the 2026, it'll be back to Rose. Any other business?
Can't think of any other.
Okay. Any other comments?
Nope, I think that's it.
Okay. So just to announce our next meetings, Township Board meeting, Friday, August 7th at 5 p.m. And we'll review the minutes of this meeting and then the 2025 annual financial report publication. And just has an itinerary there unless we want to go through all that.
No, the big thing will be, it will be a budget hearing meeting.
Yep. 2027 budget public hearing. All right. So I hereby call this meeting adjourned.
You have to take a motion.
Oh, we have a motion first.
Okay, I have a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second. All in favor, say aye.
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 What time is it? Can't see on my phone.
It is 5:24. So
Meeting adjourned.
meeting adjourned.
Okay, I will stop this recording.
Okay, I'm just gonna put this back in my thing here.
I think I'll stop it.